Adjustment layers give you a whole bunch of control, and they allow you to control things across multiple layers at the same exact time. Let's say, for example, that I want to change the color cast of this image of Hannibal and the ice so that it has a nice blue covering both of these guys. But instead of going on each layer and right-clicking and doing a effect color correction, I can do it one time on an adjustment layer, and as long as everything lives under that layer, they will all benefit from that correction. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the layer menu. We'll choose New, Adjustment Layer. And you see that it lives right here. And don't forget, this will control whatever is underneath it. Now on this adjustment layer, I'm going to right-click. I'll go to Effect, Color Correction, and I'm going to choose Hue and Saturation. Then I'm going to click right here in the controls to colorize. And right away you can see the benefit. Now I'm going to go ahead and twirl down the colorized hue, and I'm going to move the hue until I get to a nice cool blue. I can also twirl down the saturation, and I can drop the saturation down, or I can really go crazy with it and go to the right. You'll notice right away that this looks much different than what we started out with. So let me go ahead and click on the eyeball in the layer to turn that off. You see that it's blue, and now it's not blue. To make it more apparent, I'll go ahead and increase the saturation. And I'll turn it off again. See the difference? Now here's the really important thing about an adjustment layer. The adjustment layer, as you saw there, is non-destructive, which means our footage is safe. It's not actually colored at all, because we can always hide this or we can delete this adjustment layer. We can even take things and rearrange the order to really control what this layer controls. So let's say, for example, I want the ice to be this nice blue here, but not Hannibal. So what I'll do is I'll click on the Hannibal layer and I'll drag so I see this thick black line, and you see the thick line appear wherever you're about to drop something, and I'll drop it above the adjustment layer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and you'll notice that he is not affected anymore by the adjustment layer. So this is a really, really cool technique when you want to have absolute control over the colors in your image. You can do other things on the adjustment layer as well, because everything that you do only affects this particular layer. So what I'm going to do is right-click again, go to Effect, Blur and Sharpen, and I'll put a Gaussian blur. I'm going to go to the Gaussian blur controls. I'm going to really increase the blurriness. And you'll notice that the ice is non-distinct now because we can't see the cracks in the ice. I've blurred them completely out. Now what I'll do is I'll take that layer again, the adjustment layer, and drag it above Hannibal. Notice now that he is affected by the blurriness as well. So when you want to have something in focus and something in the background out of focus, adjustment layers is a great way to go.